Good morning, it's February 16th. It is minus 22 degrees Celsius outside. Inside the bus, pretty much the same thing. So in Fahrenheit, it's that cold. So it's been a couple of weeks since you were last in here, I believe. I can't recall. The work I have done hasn't been too terribly much. After the spray foaming, I put a couple of brackets up here. And I had the wires. Why is that so dark? Well, I put some of these braces in and I put the wires through. I honestly changed the settings somewhere. There we go. Let's try that again. I have a couple of braces in here for the wires. You can sort of see the wires in there. It's a little messy. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Let me get this bus warmed up first and then I'll give you a more detailed tour of what I've done. So just hang tight for a second or half an hour or so, and I'll get the bus warmed up and I'll take you through it. So today we're going to be getting ready for the electrical again. I know I've said it many times that we're doing the electrical, but here we go again. When they re-spray foamed the bus, they spray foamed a little more than last time. As you can see, I started cutting a groove through the insulation so I can run my wires through. The way I did that was a drill with this wire bristle attachment. So right along here, throughout the entire length of the bus on both sides, I have to take my wire bristle attachment and carve out this groove. As you can see here, there's no groove whatsoever. So yeah, it's a fun job. Very dirty. The mess on the floor is nothing compared to what it's going to be like in a few minutes. Or an hour, however long it takes. Then hopefully, once I get that done, I'm going to fix this ductwork and get it looking much better. This was just a temporary thing with this flex hose. I'm still going to use some of it, but I'm going to be replacing it with some rigid duct. I'm going to be replacing it with some rigid ductwork and some proper elbows. Even though those are straight, I can adjust them. So, for now, let me just get you set up in the front, get that heater going again, because it's starting to get a little chilly in here. And we'll continue on. And you seem awful bright again. That back section, holy crap. Anyway, hold tight and we'll get you going. If you have the fun of having to, what would you call this? Sand down some insulation. Wear safety glasses and wear a dust mask. You really don't want to breathe this in because they're very fine powder. Like, yeah, you really don't want that going up your nose or down your throat. And if you get some in your eyes, it doesn't burn, but it is a little painful. Like you have to really work at it to get it out, but it's better safe than sorry. So safety glasses, dust mask. Let the fun begin. That's why you wear safety glasses and a dust mask. I'm gonna go outside and brush off. I'll do some cleanup, then I'll bring you back. See you in a bit. I haven't done any cleanup yet. I figured I'd show you what I've just done. Did. What? No. I haven't done any cleanup yet. I'll show you what I just did. So now I have this groove going all the way through. Excuse me. So that goes all the way to the back of the bus on that side. That's been done. Couldn't really get in here. Surprise, surprise. That one's been grooved out. This one I did not have to groove. It's okay the way it is. And this has been grooved. Yeah, like I said about the mess, that is pretty thick. It's pretty bad in here. It's going to be fun trying to clean all this up. Yeah. Very powdery. It's going to take a long time to get this out of the bus. So I'll put you back on the tripod. I'll do some cleanup, and boy, is my hand shaking. I'll put you back on the tripod. I'll do some cleanup, then we'll start on doing the ductwork. See you in a bit. Now we're going to start working on the furnace and the ductwork. Right after I change the battery. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to be working on the furnace and the ductwork. I have several of these elbows. They can go from 0 degrees, flat like this, to 90 degrees like this. Give me a second and I'm going to shut that off. Really don't want to be working on a furnace when it's running. So I have two vents on the side here. This front one is the one that blows the most air because the fan pushes the hot air this way. So I want that to go towards the front door. The second one, I want it to come out this way and come towards here. So I did these ahead of time just to make sure I had the right angle and everything. We want these clamps. You could tape them onto the rings here. There's a chance the tape will give out and it'll come apart. So with these rings, just have to tighten it nice and tight. Crank that down and it's not coming out. No chance. Yeah, nice and solid. Now, this one, since I want that to go around the back, I'm going to put this one up like this so it goes up and over the other ductwork. nice and tight. Aluminum tape. Forgot the aluminum tape. Once you have your ductwork in the proper spot, take aluminum tape and tape the joints. It's not for air to stop the airflow. It's to stop the ductwork from still twisting and turning on you. Once you have it in place, you want to keep it in place. Even with a little bit of tape, this isn't moving anymore. So I'll do that. I'll do the same thing for the other one. And again, just a little bit of tape secures it in place. So for this one, I just want it, I'm using this flex duct just so I can get it into, like that. That's about where I want it. Can't really twist it anymore. So here, we want to seal this joint quite well with the tape. We will lose air through that joint, we will lose air through that joint, and we don't want that. I was a dummy and did them together instead of one at a time. I'd have this sealed in no time. That is sealed and not going anywhere. Oh, should I use another elbow and another elbow and another elbow, or just flex it? So we take our flex duct again. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of these wires. There we go. That was fun. So, up and over, like so. We can actually cut this back over here somewhere, just to save material, because I'll need this over there. Of course, my knife and snips are over there. I like this stuff because it's nice and flexible. I don't like it because all you need to do to cut it is use a knife. That's wrong. There we go. So that will go down like so. Grab one of these solid guys. That'll go over here. Can you see where that's ending up? No, you can't. Let's adjust you a little bit. There we go. That is pretty close to where I want it. Pretty close. So, this stuff, if you haven't seen it, I don't even know what you'd call that. This would have an S-shaped curve. This has a little lip. All you have to do is that, and they're joined together. One nicely sealed duct. And is this one going to go inside, or am I going to have to go over top? Who knows? Oh, this one will go inside. I am going to, I have a little extra piece here, and it's the piece I need, isn't it? Ooh, but do I want it to come out there? That's too far over it. Sorry, I talk to myself a lot. I was thinking of extending this to here, putting the elbow and have it exhaust out to here, but that will just blow into a cabinet. Even where it is, it's going to blow into a cabinet. The couch is right here, but I can't cover this up because this is the access to the fuel filter. Sorry, fuel pump. I think I have to 90 it right there. Maybe even cut that back a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that back a little bit. Have it 90 here. There, that's secured. One side done. That'll work perfectly. Give me a second to set you up over there, and you'll see how I'm going to finish off that run. So now we're on the other side, and I'll get you set up here. Something like that. Alright. Not sure how much you can see, but over here, I did this last week sometime. I have this ductwork sitting here already. I have an elbow here. This flex pipe doing this. Now I need my rigid. That isn't quite long enough. But will it be? To connect this lightly to here, stretch my flex a little bit, that'll work. Well, that's just dumb luck. chilly in here. The sniffle is happening. Alright. Let's move you a little bit. Straighten you out a bit. So this is just going to be temporary. Over here somewhere is my fridge. Over here somewhere is another closet. I'm not exactly certain where. So I'll just leave this as temporary for now until I have the exact dimensions of where everything is going to be. So I'll put this. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry if you're British. That goes there. Oh, I'm gonna get mad. That goes there. That goes there. So it will be something like this as the end product. It's probably going to be over a little bit more because I want this right where my closet ends. So this way it will blow onto the bed that's going to be just behind you here. Or maybe I should just poke it out that way. Decisions all of a sudden. That would be a better idea. Finish it off. So, let that go. This ends over here like this. Then the heat will go out that way. I can have the vents pointing up towards the bed. That's a better idea. I like that. Nice and secure, and the ductwork is done. Finally. I'm thinking about wrapping it with insulation and foil. There's a duct wrap you can buy. I'll think about that. Anyway, we're done. Tomorrow we'll be working on the electrical. Hopefully. Until then, have a good one.